Alright guys, so we finally got the grid expansion for Cyrus and Palkia, and this is just amazing because they got a huge buff. Now, we already know what they could do because of the data mine a little while ago, but now we can actually see how they can perform in battle. And let me just tell you guys, they're pretty insane. Now, they're not the best strikers in the game, but they're definitely a lot more usable now because of their grid expansion. With their passive critical strike 9, we know how strong that is. So obviously when he gets a critical hit, the damage that he's going to be doing is very good. And now that we're able to completely max them out, the special attack when they're maxed out is 322 at 20 out of 20, and that's very good. And now that we're able to get them to 5 out of 5, Spatial Rend goes to 102 base power, which is very good. And then Hydro Pump goes to 150 base power, and then Water Pulse also goes to 56 base power. And that's not included with the power-ups that you can pick up on their grid as well. So Water Pulse, or Hydro Pump, sorry, that's going to be higher than 150. Same with Spatial Rend. It's not going to be sitting at 102 because it depends on what kind of build you go for. And with the grid update, now we could also have different builds for the characters that we could just switch between, which is amazing, and I love that update. It is so good. But yeah, and then we also have MP refresh for the training move, but like I wouldn't really recommend going for that just because you're able to get to the max special attack and then max speed with them after 2 uses. And what's really good about this now on their grid, they can heal when they're in the rain. Now this is the Spatial Rend build that I have for him, because with Spatial Rend, or with the build with Spatial Rend, you get stronger when you have a critical hit. So like over here on the top tile, powers up sync moves if they become critical hit. And since I'm picking up Spatial Rend power-ups over here, I might as well pick that up along with some sick move stuff because it's dragon and all, so why not? And then for the, I guess I could talk about more about it. So Spatial Rend power-ups, and then the sick move power-ups, and then we got Spatial Rend accuracy, and then we got catastrophe, which is for the sick move, and then we got Spatial Rend move gauge refresh. And just having move gauge refresh for Palkia and Cyrus just automatically makes them a lot more better. Because you could just spam their moves a lot more easily, because like they do increase their speed, which is good, and along with having move gauge refresh, they're able to just spam their moves no problem. And then for the water build, which is where his real potential is gonna lie, because you have all these Hydro Pump power-ups, and then the Hydro Pump accuracy goes to 95, and then you got refreshing rain 1. So now when you use your training move and you're in the rain, you're going to be healing, which is great. And then you got Hydro Pump move gauge refresh, and then you got ramming speed, which is their multiplier, which is going to be very, very good. So we can just quickly switch to the grid, which I accidentally did not press. So their Hydro Pump build is very good. So on the top left, they got restores the Pokemon's HP whenever it takes action when the weather is rainy, and that's a very good one. Because it makes them a lot more like durable, so like they're going to be able to survive a lot longer when they're in the rain, especially when paired up with Swampert and May. Then we got Hydro Pump move gauge refresh there, and then over here on the bottom right, Hydro Pump ramming speed, and that's a multiplier for them. So when they're easily able to reach their max speed, so the multiplier for Hydro Pump is going to be pretty good. So now that we took a look at their grid, let's actually go to battle and see how they could perform. So we're in their full force battle now, and I actually did not beat Ultra Hard just yet. I thought I'd record showcasing Palkia while trying to beat the full force battle as well. But yeah, this is going to be the team that I'm going to be running with. Skyla here for a little bit extra defense, because most of the battle they are going to be physical attackers. So I thought we'd bring Alakazam for the physical resistance as well, along with Skyla with buffing us with the healing. So we do have good healing here. Now you could also bring May if you want to go for the Hydro Pump build, which is probably going to be a good option, but you're going to be mostly super effective here. So having the Dragon build is going to be the better way to go. And I should probably change it up very quickly because I still have the Water build for them. So I just can't stress how awesome this update is with the grid expansion, or not the grid expansion, with the grid update, with having multiple grids saved and it being free and everything. Is just so good. But yeah, so anyways, let's go into the battle. And again, I do have Critical Strike 2 on him, so in total we're getting Critical Strike 11. So whenever he gets a crit, it's just going to be major damage. Now, I'm not expecting to beat it with just Palkia, so if we don't end up beating it with Palkia, that's going to be fine. Because then we could just use another team, so it's not going to be too much of an issue. So we don't have a refreshing range, so we're not going to be able to actually heal up every time we attack, but that's still going to be fine because we have a decent amount of healing on the team, so I'm not really stressing it at all. Now, Swanna is weak against the first lineup here because they use rock type moves, as you can see, Stone Edge. So we're kind of screwed with Swanna here, but we should be fine because we do have the physical resistance up. So, oh my god, okay, yeah, never mind. Never mind, we're already pretty screwed over there, but Palkia doing a good amount of damage right away. And then with the multiplier that we're going to be getting with Palkia, when he gets a crit on his sync move, it's just going to be so good. Yeah, there we go. 8,000 damage already on his sync move. Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, Palkia definitely got a good power increase. And definitely can't go wrong here. And then I'm going to use the next Reflect once we get closer to Dragonite. Because I know Dragonite is the physical attacker. That's if we're able to get to Dragonite. But nonetheless, Palkia is holding on very, very well. Like the damage that he's doing is good. Like Spatial Rend, like we know, what's his name? Oh my god, I forget his name. This Pokemon here, like this boss Pokemon, I can't believe I actually forgot his name, but like he has like something to do with HP, or defense, whatever. So we're not doing as much damage to him, but once we get rid of him, the damage that we're going to be doing to Dragonite is going to be much, much better. So we're going to go for our sync move. And this should knock him out, maybe. Very close to knocking him out, but this Spatial Rend is definitely going to knock him out. We're going to heal up over here, and then we're going to bring the Reflect up, because now Dragonite's coming in. Maybe we might actually beat this stage. And if we do, that's going to be pretty awesome. Because I know before, like, I think you were able to beat it with Palkia anyways, but this just makes it so much easier with his grid expansion. Yeah, let's just skip this sync move animation, whatever. Nothing we haven't seen before. So we're just gonna use Sixth Senses on Alakazam just because he's very low on health, and I'd like to keep him alive a little bit longer if possible. Even though it's not really gonna make too much of a difference, but yeah, Dragonite is just about to be done. We're doing almost 4,000 damage on Spatial Rend, which is great, and we will also take a look at Hydro Pump after this battle as well. And then we'll see how he can perform with that, with May also. And May May and Palkia are just gonna be like best friends. They're gonna be the best of friends, just always being together, with rain, just holding hands in the rain, healing each other. It's just gonna be so good. It's gonna be a nice little duo, that's for sure. I'm not going to use the sync move just yet. I'm going to use it once we knock out this side over here, because I don't want anything to get messed up along the way. Because like when we use our sync move, then they're going to know that, and then they're going to switch the targeting to the next Pokemon, and then we're going to get hit. It's just annoying. So I'd not want to deal with that. So we're going to finish off this guy here, and then we're going to use our sync move and see what the final damage is going to be with Palkia. Now the last one did about 8,000 damage, or maybe 10,000. 15. Okay, about 16,000 damage. That's a pretty big damage increase. Now the side Pokemon are a little bit weaker, but still, that is a big damage increase from what we know Palkia as, because with the multipliers that he's getting, hitting a lot harder on the sync move when he crits and everything with this build that we have on him. Like, Palkia is just so good. He's just so good. So we can see what he can do with Spatial Rend, and he's just insane now. Not the best, but for free-to-play players with Dragon types, this is probably going to be your better option now. Haxorus is still good, but now with Palkia, like, I don't know. I probably recommend using Palkia over Haxorus now, just because Palkia is just Palkia. He's good. So let's take a look at what he can do with Hydro Pump. So I'll see you guys in one sec. Alright, so we're doing the co-op stage against Flannery, just because in Palkia's event, I don't think there is a stage that's weak to water, but I feel this is going to be a good stage regardless, because all of the Pokemon here are weak to water, so we're going to be able to see Hydro Pump at its full potential, because we're going to have May on the team. And let's switch up the grid before I actually forget. But yeah, like, I just love this grid update. Even though it's started to get a little bit old, but I mean, not really. But regardless, like this update for the grid, which is amazing. Even if they didn't want to make it free, like just having multiple sets of these grids is just amazing, because like 20,000 just to do each grid, that's fine, because then we don't have to reset ever again after we make the grid. So like even if they didn't want to make it free, that still would have been fine because of how everything is laid out now. But anyways, let's go to the battle and see what Palkia can do when he is super effective with Hydro Pump in the rain. And I already saw what he's able to do, and like he's hitting for like 8,000 to 12,000 damage, which is pretty insane, that's for sure. So we're just gonna set up everything right now, get our crits with Alakazam, and then we're gonna target both of the golems, just because, or the Gravelers, just because like they're so annoying with their stupid explosion. So we're just gonna get rid of them before they could basically suicide. So we're just gonna get rid of them there. So Hydro Pump, 2,000 damage here, but I don't even think we got a crit. So we're just gonna continue now. 8,000 damage there, very nice. That's with the rain. And don't forget, we're also healing too. So even though we did lose our HP by using our training move to max our speed and special attack, we're also healing now, which is great. So 7,000 damage there. Like Palkia in the rain is just so good with the ramming speed, the multipliers that he gets. Like they're just so much better. And then now, not in the rain, he's doing, okay, that was without a crit. So without a crit, he's doing 2,200 damage. So super effective. So that's definitely impressive. The multiplier definitely shows, and he hits way harder now, especially with the multipliers. Even though he's a dragon type, his real potential lies within Hydro Pump because of that big multiplier that he gets in the rain. Because water type attacks just naturally get stronger when they're in the rain, just like with fire type attacks when sunny day is up. And then having the multiplier with ramming speed, it's just insane. So Hydro Pump is going to be the better build for Palkia. But if you're going up, I cannot talk. But if you're going up against a stage that's weak against dragon types, then obviously you can switch your build to Spatial Rend, and you'll be just fine there too, because you can hit very hard with Spatial Rend as well. So you don't have to worry about anything with Palkia anymore. So I'm very, very happy with this. I love Palkia. I love Cyrus. Damn it. Okay, well, I didn't mean to click Spatial Rend, but that's fine. 1,400 damage with the incorrect build. So Spatial Rend is definitely good. But yeah, Palkia is much, much better. So let me know what you guys think of Palkia and Cyrus now. Do you think that this is the buff that they needed? Do you think that they could have done more? Like you can't really say, like it's underwhelming. Like just having like the simple multipliers of ramming speed for Hydro Pump, getting refreshing rain, like all that alone just makes him so much better. Even if they were to just give him move gauge refreshes, that would have been plenty as well, just to make him much better, because he was already hitting fairly hard with Critical Strike 9 on his passive. And then if you were to have Critical Strike 2 on his Lucky Skill as well, then like even without whatever he has on his grid right now, he was still hitting fairly hard. But now with these multipliers that he's getting, he's just so much better. And for free-to-play strikers now, I'd probably place Palkia in the top 5. But it's hard to say, because there are pretty good free-to-play Pokemon now. And Xerneas, being the support type bug, can still hit very hard for a support. He's good. But Palkia, I feel he is in the top 5. He's very, very good. Like you could even use Hydro Pump, or not Hydro Pump, Water Pulse, because he does have move gauge refresh on Water Pulse too, so it could turn into a 1 gauge move. And with him sync nuking, with his grid multiplier and everything, you can just spam Water Pulse and get your sync move super, super fast, and just do insane amount of damage with your sync move. So Palkia, he's definitely good. Definitely a buff he needed, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do for Solgaleo next, and Ho-Oh. Like, it's just insane. I'm very, very excited for everything with these legendary event Pokemon, especially for the future. And if Garantina does end up being a legendary event Pokemon, I'm expecting him to be super good. And again, like, I don't want Cyrus to have Garantina, just because then you're not going to be able to run Garantina, Palkia, and Dialga on the same team. But if they do end up guaranteeing it to Cyrus, then I mean I can't really complain because I do really like Cyrus, my favorite villain in the Pokemon series. And then having Giratina, also one of my favorite legendaries in the Sinnoh region, and Sinnoh being my favorite. I don't know, it's in a tough spot. But anyways, let me know what you guys think of Palkia. I think he's easily in the top 5 for free-to-play Pokemon now. A buff that he definitely needed. Like the water build, Hydro Pump is probably going to be his best build. Spatial Rend is a pretty solid build too, with the damage I can do on his sync move and everything too. Very, very good. But again, let me know what you guys think of Palkia. That's going to be it for this video, and I'll see you guys later.